Hi, ladies and gentlemen. As you may know, I've had a lot of struggles throughout basically the last few months, and my art has gone quite low with everything like that. There's been a lot of mental strain on me, a lot of stress, a lot of disappointment, a lot of different kinds of shit. Excuse my language, but I don't know what time it is. If it's St. Patrick's Day, I'm allowed to swear. It's a free world, you know. But this is my wolf mask Whisper from Whisper the Wolf. And I got it at a Halloween store. His jaw can go up and down, as you can see inside. That is the padding for the jaw, for my jaw to rest on so I can talk. And up top is a band to put around my head and a padding for my forehead so I can see through the eyes. I can only really see through one eye, and as you can see, I'm standing straight and the head's a little tilted, but that eye is like a lazy eye. I didn't notice it until I came home, and a few weeks later I noticed it, but I did do some artsy stuff on her. And she's basically labeled as a white fox. But the way her snout, if you put her to the side, yeah, she does look like a fox, but more like a wolf because of all the hair, the way the teeth are. And I did investigate a little bit, and if you look up here, her main canines are actually pushed back too far. They're supposed to be right here where my pointer finger is. And her tongue did fall out, but I found it, and I glued it back on with super glue, and colored it red, and put a line going down so you can tell it's a tongue. And you can see how poorly the teeth were done. And there was so much hair that I had to cut most of it off, a great deal of it, and she needs grooming a lot, daily. But I wanted to show you guys all the neat stuff that I did to her. I did a really array of, like, it looked like it was feathered with colors and everything. You can see that in my old video of her. But I took bleach wipes and I went over it and scrubbed it, and then I let it dry, and then I would do it again the next day until the color was really faded. I was trying to get back her white fur, but the more I did it, I noticed that the green sheen was a lot better. And what I did do is that I pierced her ear with this pin. If you don't know this character, then you don't know anime that well. This is a character that is basically a red, one of them red pandas, those little ones that can climb trees and everything that they say are related to pandas, but we're not really sure. But it's a show. She's like she works at like a cubicle, and when she's mad, she goes get like a frustrating day. She goes with a friend. A friend told her about karaoke, and she takes all her anger out at karaoke, and that's the name of her, or the name of the show. And then I put a little navy blue bow just now on her other ear. And as you can tell from her eyes, yes, they got splits in them. And her nose is pierced just like mine. Except they're not spikes. I'm not going to take the risk on losing a real earring. This is a fake earring. And I did some black lining around her head. And I did some black on her muzzle. And these three here, and one going down her chin a little bit. As you can see from the close-up of it focuses, you can see the type of fake fur that they used. They did it with the fabric type, and that's how it came out when I was cutting it, when I was trimming it. And I put some darkness in her ears just to hollow it out so it would look good. I have not tried on the mask yet since I have colored it, but the black is all done by a Sharpie marker, a fine point, AP, Sharpie, permanent marker. But we all know, ladies and gentlemen and pups, that Sharpie marker does wash out. And if you look close enough, It's not totally black. It also has a blue tint to it when you're really far away. And when I'm looking at it, it has a purplish blue. But we all know it looks black too. And I do comb her when I get the chance. And as you can see, yes, she has some staining. It's because, yes, I know this is bad, but I do smoke. I've been smoking for over basically probably 15 to 20 years. And it's very, very hard to kick the habit, and I really want to. It's a mixture of stress, guilt, and plenty of other mental problems that I have. And it's very hard for me to very quickly just quit out of the blue. My mother did before me and Bethany were born because she knew it was unhealthy to carry children and smoke. It wasn't a good thing to do when you have children, when you're pregnant. So she quit before we were born. And so, yeah. And since I can't have children, basically I don't have ovaries or fallopian tubes. Even though the doctor said to my mother that every organ was basically there, he lied about me. My twin does have ovaries. My twin Bethany has ovaries, but she had to have one removed. We all know that one ovary is normally bigger than the other one. The same with the chest size. One's bigger, always going to be bigger than the other one. But apparently, her ovary got to the size of a friggin' grapefruit or a pineapple. I think it was a pineapple or a grapefruit. And she had to have surgery to take it out because it was very painful. And I was there for her surgery. My mother, my father, my brother Mark, his girlfriend, and somebody that I hated the most. That could have landed me in jail if I didn't contain myself. I just told him to fucking leave. If not, there would be a bloodbath in the waiting room. And nobody would stop me. So he smiled at me and left. Yeah. Yeah. He was a guy that, back in the old days when I lived in Meriden, he put a gun to my head and asked me if I wanted to live. And he's the godparents of my brother's children now. Leave a comment down below if you think my brother's crazy. And he has my brother's also got another child on the way too. So he's got already 4 children, 3 daughters, and 1 son. And he has another kid coming on the way. Tell me if he's crazy or not, because he basically is having financial problems already, and he won't stop. Maybe if I shot his private parts off, he'll stop. I don't know. I really don't know if a man can live without his junk. So, if they can do it in surgery, they might be able to. I don't know. But getting to the point back, I'm trying not to speak like some kind of maniac, but I'm trying not to. I'm just ranting right now. I'm just mad at him. But this is my new mask, and I love the way it looks. It looks so symmetrical, somewhat. It's kind of driving me nuts right now. But I like it. I like the new change. It's not too off-putting and everything like that. And I think I will start wearing the mask. And I might even change my name to Whisper the Wolf again. Because I liked wearing her. And it's fun. It's fun cosplaying a little bit. And, she's not from any story. She's not from any book. She's not from any anime. And I would also like to start drawing her as a comic character. Like a werewolf that has been through a lot. And like a teenage werewolf, that has just been through a lot. Like an angsty teen kind of, that is just going through a lot and trying to find herself, that kind of phase. The nose piercing, the ear piercing, changing her eye color with contacts. Like the lines through the eyes would be like contact lenses over her real ones, which are yellow, but the lines would be contacts. and her parents are just not up to it, you know? So let me know in the comments down below what you think. And I'll start right off the bat, you know, I'll draw her and with all of her details and everything, maybe draw her pretty nicely. And everything like that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. This is Stitchwork, and have a great night, you guys. And if you haven't heard from my other video, have a nice St. Patrick's Day. Rest of the night with St. Patrick's Day, and hopefully you adults aren't too drunk to fall asleep. Wait, never mind. You probably already are asleep, but just don't abuse the drinking limit, please. If you know your limit, stick to it. And if you're on medication, don't drink at all. You never know what might happen if you overdrink and you pass out and you don't have a friend near you that can watch over you. I've had friends die